You know, we're always told that technology is this thing we should be afraid of, that we need to disconnect from it to find peace. But what if that's not the whole story? What if we could actually harness it and use it as a powerful tool for our own wellness? Today, we're going to explore exactly that, how to take back control in our digital lives and make tech work for us, not against us.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You're scrolling on your phone, and what feels like 5 minutes turns into an hour or more. And when you finally look up, you feel weird, kind of overstimulated, maybe a little anxious, just numb. Well, it turns out there's actually a name for that feeling.
So back in the day, a media theorist named Marcia McLuhan called it the narcissus trance. It's this idea that we can get so mesmerized by a piece of technology, like that endless social media feed, that we go numb. We become completely unaware of how it's quietly reshaping our habits, our moods, and even our minds. And honestly, that's the real challenge to our well-being in this digital age.
So yeah, that's the risk, getting stuck in that passive, numb state. But here's the good news. There's a massive opportunity here, because we have the power to make a conscious choice. We can totally shift how we engage with these tools. We can turn that double-edged sword around and make it work for us.
This right here, this is the turning point. It's the move from being a passive consumer, just mindlessly scrolling, feeling anxious and disconnected, to becoming an intentional user. This is where we stop letting technology happen to us and start using it with purpose for our own well-being. This is where we get our power back.
And that shift leads to a really hopeful idea. When you start using tech with intention, it stops being this thing that drains your energy. It can actually become a powerful therapeutic tool, giving us incredible new ways to connect with ourselves and with other people.
So what does that actually look like? Well, think about music apps like Calm or Headspace that create these personalized soundscapes to help you sleep or calm your anxiety. Or even using an AI assistant to brainstorm song lyrics or creative ideas when you're feeling stuck. And let's not forget online groups. When you find the right ones, they can be amazing for building real community and connection around the things you love.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how do we actually do this? How do we make that shift? Let's get practical. We're going to build a digital wellness toolkit with a few strategies you can literally start using today.
Check out how simple but game-changing these are. Instead of stressing about replying to a message immediately, you can just manage expectations with a quick, "Got it, I'll get back to you." Instead of sending a vague text that causes confusion, you can just be clear and assertive about what you need. And if a text thread gets heated, you have the power to hit pause and say, "Let's talk about this later." Small moves, but they have a huge impact.
We can even take proven relationship concepts and translate them for our digital lives. I mean, take the 5 love languages. Words of affirmation? That's as easy as sending a random "thinking of you" text. Acts of service? You could use a delivery app to send a friend lunch when they're having a tough day. It just goes to show you can absolutely show you care even through a screen.
And this same mindful approach works wonders for social media and dating apps, which can be a lot. Before you open an app, just ask yourself why you're doing it. What are you looking for? Take control of your feed, unfollow accounts that make you feel bad, and please practice self-compassion. Someone not responding right away doesn't define your worth. And always, always remember to balance your online time with real-world connections.
So these daily habits are the building blocks, but they lead to something much, much bigger. What if technology could help us fundamentally change the story we tell ourselves about our own lives? This is where we get into something really cool called narrative therapy.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's all about recognizing that you have the power to shape your own narrative. You're not just a passenger along for the ride. You are the one holding the pen. You're the composer.
Think about it like this. Creative tools, like music production software, let artists remix a song. Well, we can use technology to remix our own life story. We can reframe past struggles, maybe turn them into a new, powerful melody. We can add a hopeful chorus for what's coming next. For anyone on a path to recovery, this is huge. It lets you shift your story from one of just surviving to one of resilience, of purpose, of creative triumph.
And that really brings us to the main takeaway here. True digital wellness doesn't mean you have to throw your phone away and go off the grid. It's not about avoiding technology. It's about awareness. The real key is to become a mindful and intentional user, to actively choose to use these amazing tools to make your life better. So, I'll leave you with this question. Now that you have this awareness and these tools, you're equipped to make conscious choices. You are the composer of your own life. So, how will you write your next chapter?